Right, welcome back to the channel. So today we are climbing up the tallest mountain in the city. Yes, it is called Shan. Yeah, so it was actually quite hard at the start because I got off the bus stop and I've never been up this mountain before. So it took me some time to figure out, do I go up, do I go down, or did I take a wrong turn? Yeah, I spent like nearly 5 minutes at the bottom. Well, I didn't really start my watch at this time. Now I actually started my watch around here. Now, what this was actually like the visitor center where you could use the restroom because at the top there's barely any. So this is the first part where you have to walk up a bunch of these stone steps. I don't know why I started running up them. Yeah, this was tricky because there was a bunch of uphill, downhill stuff. Like, you think you're going uphill, but you're going downhill instead, and then you don't know what you're doing. Here's all the rocks. Try and climb up. Yeah. The Now this was split into like two sections. The first section was all these rocks you can see. Um, yeah, most people didn't climb up this. Plus, it was like what 3 p.m. The worst thing is there's only like one bus every hour. Now the rocks are quite uneven, so it's easy to like trip yourself if you go way too fast. So I played the safe card. I took my time up the mountain. I just enjoyed the sunlight, getting sunburned and stuff. For some reason, I always forget my sunblock. Anyways, here's some flat on the hills. It's like quite flat, so you can run a little bit. But I just decided to walk, and because there's more stairs, yeah. When I tried climbing down this, I ended up jumping off of it for some reason. But up, I would just played it safe. It's my first time up this mountain. Now, you can see like mostly trees because there's a lot of trees. There's not much sun. The view's not as good, and it's very uneven. So what you want to do is take care of yourself instead of jumping up and down. Yes, I was listening to music the whole time because I just didn't want to feel so bored walking up. I took big steps, small steps. So as you can see, it just gets higher and higher. And there's the first sunlight. There's a little bit of sun. Here's a little more flat and even, but there's still a lot of rocks. Yeah, it was some like dips and stuff, so it made it quite hard. Now, what you see right here is like it's starting to get a lot easier, so you don't have to walk up like a bunch of steps, but it's still quite tricky. If you can trip yourself and stuff, yeah, the mountain was actually quite far from where it was. Originally, I was going to take another hour from my area, but surprisingly, I was not. Now, as you can see, it gets steeper and steeper because you go up and then the mountain just makes you walk down. So it's like you're thinking, oh, am I going back to the main road or something? In reality, you're just walking up steps and stuff, and you're just trying to be careful not to trip and fall. Yeah, by the way, if you're interested, I've done all three of these episodes holding a phone. I did not use a pole. So make sure you like and subscribe if you want me to do this series again. Anyways, here's like a view from like nearly halfway. There's a bunch of steps. Um, yeah, I don't know why I'm walking so awkwardly all of a sudden. I'm just stomping very hard. And I made the phone very unbalanced this time. I'm very sorry in advance. But from here, it gets a lot more flatter and relaxing. Yeah, this is me just walking up. It's actually quite flat now. There's a lot less stairs from this point on. I think this was like the final few bumpy bits. Yeah, I jumped up a bit. Because you gotta like make sure you reach the step. This one took a while. I just walked up and I was close to the top. Now, this was very close to the checkpoint. So originally I thought I might have to walk a lot more further. But at the end, I reached the halfway checkpoint. Yeah, this was about halfway. You can actually drive all the way up here, but I did not want to pay for like a taxi. Now, everything else from here is flat. It's just flat. There's no like uphill, downhill stuff. It's just flat, going slightly uphill. There's no steps. Now, this was actually the most comfortable part of all three of my hikes. Because you're just walking up the side of the road. And because there's very few cars, What I mean by very few, there was only one car, which was a government car. There's like nothing else. Yes, there were a few cows on this mountain and stuff. I just walked by them like nothing happened. Here's some of the trees. This is like the lower section. But as you start to get higher and higher, the view is a lot better. Like you can see the sun shining down. It's like about 4 around this time. Was I reaching 5? I think I was getting close to 5. I think it was like 4:30ish. I took my time up this mountain. Yeah, it was a lot of twisting, turning. Like you walk up a bit, then you have to turn, walk up, turn, and it was just a headache. But I was close, and every turn I made, I knew I was closer to the top of the mountain. Now, as you can see, there were some bumpy bits, but I try to avoid those sometimes. But other times I just went like, no, I can't. That's the sun coming down. That's the view from the top of the mountain. As you can see, near the top, that's actually all the way at the top. It looks like you're far, but you're not as far as you think. It's a lot closer than you expect, to be fair. Yes, as you can see, there's a lot more. You're thinking, oh my, I'm not going to be able to walk up. But if you take your time, you can easily make it to the top. You can even bike up there if you wanted to, but it takes a lot of effort. You need to be able to bike up a hill, like, fast. Because there's also cars and stuff sometimes. That's the view from like halfway up. I think this is about like 700 meters off the ground. It's like taller than like some of the highest buildings. And you can, I don't know, it felt like quite free. You can do whatever you want up there, kind of. It's not like people are gonna look at you, even though there's a lot of people. I just did not get a single any one of them on camera. As you can see, quite far down from where I started. I think we walked about at least a few km up the mountain. There's the hills, quite greenery, nice view. Now as we start to reach the end, this is the top of the mountain, and that was actually closed area. I would have preferred going over the top, but if it's closed area, it's closed area. Now like and subscribe if you want me to do maybe another bonus episode or something. And here's the end of the mountain. That's the top. Like and subscribe. See you next time.
Virus, all they wanna do is infect us. Run away, virus. Never gonna like us, so we all hide. They think we are funny, they think we should be dead, so we try to kill them only cause they hate us. Virus, all they